Welcome back to CourtVision with SoPrettyToni. I'm glad you all are in the building. What's happening? What's going on? Listen up. The WNBA gave us a lot to talk about this weekend. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree? If you don't agree, go ahead and put in the chat. No, you don't agree. If you agree, just go ahead and put that Y up. Just put a 1 in the chat if you agree. We'll get ready to get started here in a little bit. We're going to give people some time to get in the building. I know we have some already ready to go in the chat, and we're going to get with the chat here in just a little bit. I know people see my cover, and they're probably like, I'm not going over there. That's Atlanta Dream Nation. It sure is. It sure is. But it is what it is. And now let's go ahead and get my lovely face on the screen. But I want to go ahead and put my artwork up. Nevertheless, let me go ahead and box myself in. Unbox myself in and make it nice and sweet. ADP, you let me know you've been missing in action. I know you've been busy, but let me know if you want to come up, and I will go ahead and send you the link. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and do that right now while it's on my mind. We're going to make a copy. Let me go ahead and copy that. Let's send it to you early. So that way, if you decide you want to sneak up in here, you most absolutely can. Let's see. Let's post you there. Just send it to you, chica. So you got it. But let's get back to it. Let's just get back to it. Again, WNBA gave us a lot to talk about from this weekend. Now, we had some blowouts. We had some huge individual performances. Let's take that off screen. We had some huge individual performances. We had teams make the playoffs, and while making a playoff statement saying, I'm here, I'm ready to go. It's going to be a lit playoffs, y'all. And we're going to get into the new news that I just got. I appreciate you guys as my fans coming in and giving me the information you need to give me for taking news and what's going on while I'm at work. I appreciate that. And we had rookie show out. We had superstars doing superstars things. And then we had the Atlanta Dream. We had the Atlanta Dream come in and do Atlanta Dream things that we knew that they have been capable of doing all season. Some things are still slightly questionable, but we're going to get into it because Atlanta Dream did not just have a good weekend. The Dream made a huge statement, and that's what I meant about teams, superstars doing superstar things and making statements. It was the Atlanta Dream that made a statement this weekend, showing us the dynamics of what they have to offer. And Angel Reese. And Angel Reese, look, you know we can't never say enough about that young lady and the things that she's doing. She's having a great season, y'all. She is having a great season. Oh, we're going to definitely talk about old Angel Reese. We're going to talk about Angel for sure. First, she goes 9 for 9 from the field against Los Angeles. Then she turns around and give you Phoenix 31 points, 14 rebounds. And Atlanta is officially headed to the playoffs because they clinched the playoffs with that win. I'm so elated for Angel because this is something that she's strived for since she has been in the W, and now she gets the opportunity to get it, have that opportunity to see if she can get it done, whether it be the first year, next year, whatever. The key was to get there. Now she's there. No matter what happens in the remainder of the season, now it's just about placing, and we shall see. But Angel wasn't the only player making noise this weekend because we got to see Caitlin Clark drop 37 last night. Hey, we're going to talk about it. I'm about all players, so we're going to talk about good old Caitlin Clark and her 37 that she dropped. Paige Beckers dropped 32 also because it was a must win for the Wings. Like, it is a must win for the Wings. Well, moving forward, I think everybody that's in is just locked in right now. And I think Dream has to win. I'm sorry, not Dream. Wings have to win 3 more games to be completely locked in. But at the end of the day, It's just a matter of seeding at this point for these teams. And Shakira Austin came through with 31 points for Washington herself. So tonight, we definitely going to break down the entire weekend and the highlights moving forward from there. Now, while we do that, I am going to come back in just a second. But it's absolutely, we got to go ahead and we got to give the introduction. So let's get the intro. Cue it. So, y'all, let's get started here. While we get started, let me go ahead and get to the chat. Before I get to the chat, y'all know this part, I got to get my tunes on because when it's like quiet, it just sounds like too peaceful, too quiet for me. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. But of course, we're going to turn it down, because big girl don't like all that noise. But she want to be able to hear me. Now, if you guys can't hear me, you let me know. But I'm almost certain that you can. Let's see here. Yep, volume is completely up. But I want to make sure that y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, I need to, let's just do this. Just for sakes. There we go. I'm sure that that's absolutely good. But before we get started, let me go ahead and say hi to everybody in the room. We got Live, Love, Love. Hey, she came super duper early. She was at 4:32. Although the show don't start till 5 o'clock, she was here early. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming in the building. ADP. I think she got to be ADP. Oh my God. Then we got Brian Lewis. We got ADP in the building. We got Auntie P. And while we got Auntie P, let's go ahead and give a great, super duper thank you to Auntie P. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, Auntie P, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Hey, anyone else that's not a member, please go ahead and become a member. Become a member. It don't hurt nothing. It don't hurt nothing at all to become a member. I am looking forward to that. I'm gonna put my little cap on my head because I don't like that brightness, like just hovering over my eyes. It drives me nuts with these glasses on. So I'm gonna put my head on, and it takes the hovering of the light off my eyes, guys. And that is the main reason why I wear a hat most times. But if I turn the light down, then you can't see my lovely face as bright as it is. But nevertheless, come on in the building, everybody. Come in the building. Who else we got in the building? Did I already say we got June Brown up in here? I think I tried June Brown already. We got Sweets in the building. What's up, Sweets? I am so glad you're here. Thanks for coming in to get some of this good conversation. Who else we got up in here? We rolling. Oh yeah, we got Bonita in the building. We got Dorsey rolling up in here. We got She Wins in the building. We got Dreadheaded Texan in the building. What's up, squad? Oh, we got Jonathan Gonzalez in the building. And then we got a boss Lily in the building. What's going on? Lily, thank you for coming, boss Lily. I'm glad you're here. We got MVP in the building. He says, I am Neka Agumake having a big game. Is that what you do? Okay, that's your take. Hey, nevertheless, I'm not here for the pregame show. I'm here for literally, I'm gonna catch that pregame show with Keisha. I'm sure Keisha, myself, Duvall, and Bro Claude will be on for the pre-show prior to that game. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and get my Monday 5 o'clock show done. And in order to do that, I'm gonna have to make sure that I stay focused and I don't get into no dramas. So if we got some dramas, hey, moderators, you know what to do. It's gonna be a reckoning in here if you don't behave. Moderators, if they don't behave, make sure there's a reckoning in the building. Make sure there's a reckoning in the building. What's going on, Dexter? Wow, I'm glad you're here. Now, we are talking about this past weekend and the great basketball that we saw, although we had a little bit of a little menace try to spoil the game yesterday between Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever with his nonsense and the protesting they got going on, which really truly should not be a protest. But nevertheless, he's an idiot. He came to sow disruption and discourse, and he absolutely, truly did do that. I wish that hadn't happened, but nevertheless, he did. Live, laugh, love, say you don't have to tell me twice. Hey, only if they just take it too far, y'all. Only if they take it too far. But it's going to be a reckoning in the building. That's what we calling it. It's a reckoning if you come in here with the silliness. But we're here to talk basketball. We're here to talk about all things basketball. I'm not here to shine one light over one. As you can see, I'm here to shine a light over all because basketball is life over here. Basketball is life. This is what I love doing. This is my passion. This is what I want to talk about. But we are going to start off with the Atlanta Dream. Atlanta Dream put the league on notice in the last 3 to 4 games. And I'm going to say last 3 to 4 games because even that game against Indiana Fever should have been a game that should have been won. We're not going to recap it or rehash it because we've been there already. But they absolutely said, look, we are ready. We are showing you we are going to give people the business in the playoffs. No one will get to come into our house or we go in their house and they absolutely torch us. We are here. We are making a statement. And that is just exactly what they did. They put the league, all the players, all the teams that's in the playoffs right now, those that clinched, those that weren't clinched because they happen to be just one of the ones that recently clinched right before none other than Washington clinching themselves in the playoffs too last night. Let's not forget that. That's not on my thumbnail, but we are definitely going to talk about it nevertheless. I am so proud of what Washington has done. I think if Washington has an opportunity to play a fair game, right? A fair game. And I got you guys all off to the side. That's why you see me looking there while I also got a corner. It's like a cattle corner. I got you here and I got you here. So if I look off over here, understand I still see you. If I look right here, I still see you. But sometimes I got like triple screens over here and then I got you guys here as well. So I'm looking at other things here while I'm looking at you as well. But I think that if Washington is made to play a straight up solid game, we might see a challenging story when it comes to them, but nevertheless, kudos to them because I think people saw them and did not think that they would be one of those teams that would be here in this moment. I did say that team is young, they're hungry, they're fast, and they will make a statement, and they absolutely did. And that's just a big concern, right? When you're talking about looking at teams like this, you want to make sure that those teams are getting recognized along with everybody else. You know why? Because they're putting in the same work. They're putting in the same work. Let's go down just a tad bit more and make it like a little shallow. There we go, a little shallow fade back there. But I want to make sure that you guys are hearing me really well. I got my pen in my hand, don't mind me. I got my notes here, and so. You see me look down, I'm going through my notes. I always got to make sure that if I come up here, I'm coming up here with facts. I got my notes in hand. Anybody want to come up here and challenge me? do so on your own platform. That's all I'm saying. Because today it's the reckoning. If you come in here with the nonsense, I'm just saying, I'm letting you know it is what it is. Dream win over the Sparks is what is the big picture, and that's the start of the weekend. So we're not going to talk about things that happened before the weekend, because here's the recap of that. I did not get a chance to give a full recap of that. We did a little bit after the Players Club, but this is my take on the Dream versus the Sparks. Dream beat the Sparks 124 to 88. That's all I want to say. It was tight. That was such a great game. That's not just a win. And they weren't just winning. It wasn't just a win, and they weren't just winning. That was sending a message. And I'm going to tell you who made sure that they set that message. The name is none other than Angel Barbie Mother Reese. I ain't going to say the whole word. Mother fucking Reese made a statement along with her team following suit. Hey, I think when one player is on high, guys, you get to see multiple players come in and get the job done. Let's welcome some more people that came in the building since I started talking. We have T. Camilla. Welcome, T. Camilla. We got Ray Tay in the building. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, if you have come in the building and you have not hit that like button, I'm telling you right now, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit it. Hit it. I deserve those like buttons. I deserve the like button. Come in here. Don't come in here, peek in and leave. Come in and get some good old-fashioned basketball talk. But Angel Reese made a statement after the Fever game. Something just came over, y'all, and I like this part of Angel. Again, if you were someone that have followed Angel throughout and in the past, you would know that this is something that she thrived off of. And as long as the refs don't get involved and they allow her to play and they don't try to control the narrative of a game and they just let her play, I think we're going to see a lot more of this for the remainder of the season. She is that girl. She is a bucket getter. She can finish anywhere. We know that she has a deficiency. She is claiming that deficiency. She has not ran from that deficiency. But for the media to exploit that deficiency as often as they do versus talking about the great things that she's done since that, it's been, as they say, quiet on the creek. It's been extremely quiet on the creek when it has come to this young lady and what she has accomplished. Folks only want to speak one way about her, and that's negatively. These big media outlets don't want to talk about what's good. They want to talk about what makes things difficult. But I'm so glad that she was able to get past that moment. It took a night. She didn't sleep. It took a night. And after that night, she thought about it. She came out and she bawled. And that's all we needed to do. That message is loud and clear. If you didn't get the message, I hope you got it now. And Atlanta sets a franchise record for points scored in this particular process of stretch of games where they are dominating. But let's talk about Angel Reese more. Angel Reese versus Los Angeles was crazy. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, 9 for 9. Perfect game. Not 9 and 12, not 9 and 10, 9 for 9, y'all. I've seen a couple of YouTubers come out and they were very disappointed with Carl because they thought that Carl should have read the room. As did some of you guys in the chat said. Don't let me forget. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. And before I continue on, let's bring up my guest, ADP.
Hey,
What's
Toni.
ADP?
Not much, Toni.
You doing good? What's going on? Omega Red is in the building. Yes. We are talking about the phenomenal game, not the fantastic game, but the phenomenal game that Angel Reese had against against Los Angeles Sparks. They are going to play them again tonight. I am not expecting her to replicate what she did in the game previously, but still have a good game. We can't expect a player to be the same in that capacity on and on. You just hope that whatever streak she's on, she will continue that streak yet again tonight. Welcome in the building, Vance. I see you. But yes, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, ADP, 9 for 9 shooting is crazy. And we're not saying 9 for 10, 9 for 11, or 9 for 12. It's 9 for 9. Perfect game.
Perfect.
And the commentator said in the interview process, hey, Angel, I just asked Nas this question a couple weeks ago, and now I'm going to ask you the same question. How does it feel to have a perfect game? Nas like, yeah, she couldn't let me have that, but she meant well, it's all in fun. She's like, shit, right. I needed that. She's like, I needed that shit after the game she had. She needed that. And she wasn't lying, y'all. She wasn't lying.
No, she wasn't.
Redemption.
She was lying.
Look, redemption is a mug.
It is, Tony.
Redemption is absolutely a mug. And you can't run from it. Those that are the opponents that are looking for fail. And I think everybody in the league knows what Angel is capable of. It's just everybody else outside the league that isn't consistent with thinking about what she's capable of. But look at the 8 assists. Just how the performance went with that. And you know what? I'll do you one better. Let's go pull up the highlight because I had it. So let's go to it.
Well, Tony, you know you guys said that in the beginning that don't be surprised about her sis.
Yeah, that's what she does. That's absolutely what she does. Absolutely what she does. You can't fake that, right? That's not something that you can fake. You literally have to be a baller to be able to do something like that. Just simple. I'm curious that Washington clinched at 8-15. 22-15, and Dallas is 22-16. I think this next game, if they win this next game, they will clinch. I think it's because they had 16 losses. And let's see. Let me just
Dallas, Tony, or you? Because the Mystics, Dallas. Right? Dallas. Okay.
Yeah, Mystics. Yeah, Mystics have clinched, but Wings we're still waiting on. They both are 22, have 22 wins, but Washington has 15 losses, and Wings have 16. I just know that there's no way in heck that they lose the next few games and don't clinch. I think the next game they win, they clinch, no problem. But let's get to the game. Let's get to the dream. I want to get to the dream stats. Let's get to the dreams and get to that game against Sparks, the last game against Sparks. Let me pull it up. Okay, so let's get the sound off. You're in a good mood. You got something about this take while I'm going ahead and I'm pulling that up.
No, I said you're in a good mood. You're doing that nice humming.
I said it's gonna be a reckoning in here with problems. We swiping no swipey around here.
Tony, it's getting crazy in the streets.
That's why I said, hey, after what they did, I was like, we got to change the narrative around here. It ain't no blues records being played around here. We're here for one thing, and that's to play some damn basketball. That's it. That's it. I ain't talking about nothing else. I don't care what they're saying. I don't want to know what they're saying. But what I do want to get to is I have it here, but let me pull it from X and Threads, because X and Thread had it better. Let me go ahead. I have it. Let me keep going. But yeah, to your dismay of that game, give me your view of that. I know that you guys were in the chat and y'all was having a good conversation. You were off doing some other things, and you didn't really get a chance to really give your take on that for the most part.
I think it's kind of like what Nas was saying. You know what I'm saying? They got to come out and start off hitting right off the nose. They can't wait till like the second half. And even in that third quarter, Tony, they're going to have to figure out that third quarter. That third quarter was off the chain.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then they picked it back up in the fourth. But we ain't got time for no quarters to be crazy. We got to punch every quarter. All hands on deck. It's time out for all that little play hopscotch volleyball stuff. We need some real dogs on this floor playing ball for real.
Right.
But you know the difference is that they still did the ticky-tack fouls and stuff like that, but not as bad as they have been doing it. But still, I think they're getting it under control, Tony, where if one's not clicking, we gotta do what's best for the team. But again, they are gonna shoot them threes. I know people don't want them to shoot them threes, Tony, but that's what that coach wants them to do. That's his system. If he tell them amount of threes to shoot, they gotta shoot them. Yes, it drives us crazy, but they gotta do it. But you notice why they shooting them crazy threes. You gotta notice that Alicia and Ryan be driving to the basket now more.
Yeah.
So they trying. So from a coach perspective, Tony, tell me this. If you have your system set up a certain way, but you know that those threes are not falling, why would you insist on them continue to do the threes? But that's your okay, thank you. But that's your system. That's how he plays. Right. So are the players supposed to go against their coach? I just want to understand it so everybody can get a clear picture. Okay, baby.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Okay. I'm going to tell you straight up, they're not. They're not supposed to go against their coach. I mean, it's a lot of things that we see that we're on the outside looking in that we absolutely want to just say what we think and what we see from the outside. Coaches to us sometimes can make silly decisions, and we all know that. And while making those silly decisions, we have to kind of take in what they're saying a little bit and kind of just see how we rock with it at the end of the day. It ain't really much else you can really truly do in regards to that other than just take it. You just gotta just take it. Coaches are coaches and they make decisions. Sometimes you will hope that they make the right decision. They're never gonna please everybody. Right. They're never going to please everybody. And I definitely want to make sure that I say that they're not going to please everybody. That's just the way it is. They're going to make some decisions, and whether we like the decision or not, it's their decision. They think is the best decision. When they go back, if it's a wrong decision, they're definitely going to see it. Some coaches don't think that the things that they do are not necessarily a good decision. They think every decision they make is a good decision in that moment, but sometimes it just doesn't flow that way. It absolutely truly just doesn't flow that way sometimes. So I don't know. That's my thing on it.
Yeah, because I was like, I know it gets on our nerves, and we a little bit every now and then or whatever we get on the players, but then it's like they can only do so much to go, you know what I'm saying, to try to play it off kind of. Yeah. Go to the basket. Yeah. It's not. But if you see the look on, I don't know, some of his expressions be like, okay, you should have made that. You should do this. You know, if you notice his expression tones, he don't be all that excited like we do when they be driving to the basket and stuff. That right. Be me. That could just be me. So
Ah,
there's no telling what he's telling them in, you know what I'm saying, in practice and stuff.
right. So let me go ahead and pull it up.
Okay.
We definitely don't know what he's saying to them in practice, but hey, nevertheless. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
And so I gotta be careful because they just like been acting really weird with my videos here lately, showing this stuff. So I have to like clip. So on the recaps, they might look a little where you'll see some stuff cut out because they're just acting crazy. I'm
Yeah,
just
they did me.
clipping.
They did me like that too last night, and they doing it real quick too now, Tony.
Yeah,
So
they are getting real strict on that, guys. So if we play something, we're gonna have to have the sound off, and then we have to make sure that we're talking in regards to it, because if not, what what YouTube is doing now is they're basically having you either take it out or they're saying that it can't be monetized. So we're just watching old Reese Poo here do her thing, flare off for the dominating game that she had, getting to the bucket there, here, right here. She comes, she gonna come across, get that steal again, going back the other way, looking, gonna attack the rim over none other than her ex-teammate, who mess itself. Angel again, they just showing that part again. And we have a few more clips as they continue. Where is it? I'm sorry, let me go back. Right here. And they're just showing it in parts, individuals. The full clip, I'm not gonna try and go hunt that down, but this is just what the team did from a dominating standpoint. And so it was absolutely good to see the dominating standpoint from the team and getting it done. Corner, Jordan, Canada, before we push it up the floor. This is on Nas, watching Angel and Nas do their thing. We have that one, super easy basket. I wish they would have put that one and the other one together where it was a nice give and go between the two of them. Some clips you would wish that they would kind of put together a little bit, but they're not doing that. The full one, like I said, I can go to that full one. But because of the length of time it is and to show it right now, YouTube is just cracking down on a lot of stuff right now. And one of the big things that they're cracking down on is some of the video resharing, especially stuff that is basically from the W or from the NBA.
From the W.
A huge news outlet. So they're taking those. If you're not talking over them or it's not your show and you're sharing it, they're really being really tough on that right now. So I had to go through a few videos last week and I had to do some adjustment to those videos. So again, if you go back on playback, you'll hear us talk about it, but that little tidbit will probably be cut out because otherwise the video isn't going to be monetized. So y'all gonna have to listen to some of what we have to say for as our takes and listen to us talk more than video sharing, because of what's going on with YouTube right now. And until they kind of revamp some things, it's going to be like this. I don't think there's going to be like this the whole time. They're just trying to crack down on some of the stuff that others are doing that's not within regulation. So you can share a clip like this and you can talk over the clip, but you cannot be silent. Let the clip play. Same thing on the Players Club. You guys will see us do that as well. You saw it in the game, but then you may go back and, I want to go back and rewatch that video. You'll go back and rewatch that video, and that part has to come out simply because they're snipping a lot of that stuff right now and saying that it's not monetizable. So you have to do some type of exhuming and taking certain things out and cropping it a little bit to kind of make it fit. It can absolutely work, but it's a lot more editing work to really get the clips in there how you want to. But you gotta like hide the scoreboard, different things like that. That's not a part. Timing, different things like that. But you basically take half the video. You're chopping up the video so much that to me, it's not worth sharing sometimes.
Well, Tony, you know what's crazy is that when I get it from like my social media, like my threads or like IG and stuff, you don't get hit. But if it's coming from YouTube, they do. Isn't that crazy? You can
Yeah.
use that same clip from threads and you don't get no flag, no nothing. But if you get it from YouTube, that's when
Yeah.
they do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see them using a
Even
lot
the
of
thread
ways.
clips, though, you gotta maneuver it a certain way. If you don't, there are a couple of mine were just that. And
Now
so
I
yeah.
know the one with Coco where I played something with Coco last night. They
Mhm,
did do it on that, but tennis they strict about their stuff too. Period.
mhm, mhm.
In front
So
of
it's
them.
almost like you gotta have they want you to kind of go through the red tape and all that stuff to be able to
Mhm.
utilize that stuff. And that's not a problem. Just tell me where to go. I'll I'll go through the red tape. Just let me know. I'll go through the red tape.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They don't have no direction or nothing. They just say, "Boom, you need to take care of this. You got these three
Yeah,
options. That's it."
yeah, yeah. But we'll get back to the show, and then we were talking about Angel and her assists, and I just kind of want to show like some of the assists that she gave. I just showed you like three little clips of where she's making really good passes, and then she's getting the deflections of the steals as well, which is absolutely something. Look, people have to know by now. If you put that ball in Angel's face, you try to cross that ball up in her face, 9 times out of 10, it's going to get stolen. You can't just cross her up. You
Right.
cannot cross Angel up, um, especially when you're big. And I'm going to say that like she's defending guards, and she is able to also, get some steals and deflections from the guards as well. But if you are big and you crossing in front of her face, it's going to be a big problem. You can't something that you're not going to be able to do. This is something that's a part of her repertoire. And I said that to say this because remember, she was out on Unrivaled, and then they asked her to come back. And so when she came back, the first thing she did was what? She got a steal from, I forgot what player she got the steal from, but she got a steal, and they called her for a foul. And so Fee and those guys had to go back and tell them, look, this is a part of her game. you can't call that. You can't call that.
Right.
So if it's a part of someone's game that's like a ritual for them, this is something that they do, then you shouldn't take that away from them in another league. And so we got to see her basically tear Jackie Young up on that very next game where she got the block, the deflection, she almost got a steal, then she blocked that shot to no man's land again and said, hey, this is straight lockdown defense. She was, in fact, the defensive player of the league of Unrivaled the first year. So you got to be careful when you're going through and saying what a player can and can't do, especially when it's a part of their game.
Yep, you're right.
Yep. So being a 6'4" player, being able to be as quick and as agile as she is, I hope that she will continue to sustain that for some time. We definitely, that is a must see. But then doing that, and we coming into the next game against Phoenix, Angel turns around and put up 31 points and 14 rebounds in that game. So continuing on the slate that she's on, I'm loving it. I think it's exciting. Atlanta officially heads into the playoff basically from that game. She gives you 20-something in that game. She turns around, she gives you 31. You can't ask for anything better than that. 22, 20, 31, and fourth, right? And they're going to play tonight. I'm not expecting her to give me 30. I'm just expecting her to play a solid game, right? A solid game. And also, I am not looking for her to play an extremely whole lot. We got to remember it's the 24th. Right. It is August 24th.
Yep.
After this week, they go off to play for Team USA. So do you want to see her do a whole lot of basketball right now? And she needs to be ready for Team USA? We already clinched the playoffs, so you tell me. I say play Ocott more and let her do what she do.
I second that.
It was, huh?
I said I second
it was Sony. No, I'm sorry. I was answering Brian. Yeah, it was Sony. He was talking about the first person she stole the ball from in Unrivaled when she came back and they called the foul. But yeah, I am looking to see more Ocott than Angel tonight. This is a winnable game. And so when you have a game like this that's winnable, yes, you let her get her runs, you let her get some minutes in there. But to me, I hope that they can even the minutes out between them two. Let's just say that, right?
Right.
Ford Ocott, because when they're off and they're playing, if there's a game to be played and they're not back yet, Ocott is it. It's Ocott and Nas. So then what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
I do think that they have a break in there for as the dream is concerned. I think when everybody return, everyone have 4 games when they return after that. So they'll play today. They have another 2 games, and then because they have 7, they're going to play tonight. They got 2 more games, and then they're off, right, to Team USA. So where they can give her some rest, I say let her rest. So again, I'm looking for him to give Ocott tonight. I can't speak for every game, but tonight we're looking for him to give Ocott more minutes, more burn. Her, even if you got to get Kone in there, you don't go short with Kone and Nas. You really, truly don't want to have Kone and Ocott in there at the same time. It's just spells for disaster in the paint for me as a coach. You have to mix them up. So Nas got to be in there. And again, not knowing the time frame of Bree Jones absolutely can be a thing. Now, with saying that, before I move on, I'm going to move on and we're going to get to the next segment, which could either be Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, or Asia Wilson. You'll find out in a second, but we are going to talk about all of those ladies for sure. Shakira Austin isn't huge on my list for today, but we are going to talk about the dominance that she's had and getting her team to be able to be clinched in the playoffs as well, because that's a great job by Shakira Austin. I'm not going to take nothing away from her, and I said it again from day one in 2024. Although she had been in the league already for 2 years, this is her 5th year, I believe. She's been hurt. So now that she's at her best and she's healthy, I said if you ever can find a healthy Shakira Austin, you find a dominant Shakira Austin. And that's absolutely what we have been seeing. Dominating Shakira Austin. I think, again, if you allow a player like Angel to just play and not call so many stupid ticky-tack fouls, but then let her get creamed and beat up on the other end and don't make no calls, I think that's a problem, right? Then you run into situations like you ran in for the games that we did play against Washington. However, Caitlin Clark dropped 37 last night. ADP, chat, she dropped 37.
Man, that jealous envy and strife is real in the.
Hey, she dropped 37. Paige Beckers, I think what made her go off, what made Caitlin Clark go off, was the banter by Dejanay Carrington. When Dejanay did this, say, oh, that faking, the ref tried to tell her stop it. And she's like, no, I'm not going to stop it because that's what she's doing. That's what y'all call fouls for. Right? That, to me, put Caitlin Clark in a different frame of mind. I saw less faking and more balling.
I don't think that was it, Tony, but
Yeah, I mean, we could try to say selfishness. I mean, and that's your opinion, right? I just
Yeah.
think that before that happened, you saw Caitlyn being more of a distributor. She was real quiet, taking little small middies, taking her shots here and there,
Mm-hmm.
and just trying to get it going, right? We could say maybe you want to say that she has some envy over Mitchell. I don't think she have envy over Mitchell. I just think that she too is trying to redeem herself. Because remember, in the last game, they played New York also this weekend, right? So playing New York, Caitlyn did not have a very good game. She didn't have a very good game. She did a lot of whining. She tried to force some shots, thinking that she would get the call. She didn't get the call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting a
Mm-hmm.
call, she act like a spoiled brat and just cut up. And so when it came down to the stretch, I think it was 100 to 103. She had a perfect opportunity to one. She had a three ball. She missed it. It came down. She had a layup. She blew it because she was looking for the call. And then she came down and she fouled a player for New York. And then she had another instance where she went down. She got hacked. And so she went to the free throw line. And she missed both free
Yeah,
throws.
right, right.
So you
That was
capitalize
ridiculous.
on that right there is a total of 7 points, right?
And she don't usually miss no free throws.
She don't usually miss free throws. She's an excellent free throw shooter. I mean, I ain't saying she never misses, but it's very rare that she misses when it comes to free throws, right? But when you basically leave 7 points on the table, sometimes karma is a mother, right? Because for the demise of one came a situation for the other. So sometimes it's
Mm,
not good
tell
to
him, Tony.
tease, harass, or badger another player for something that you felt like they should have done. Oh, she blew a layup. Well, guess what? In this game, which was a winnable game for them, she blew it. She went and jacked it up, missed it. For that, she had a three. She missed it. She missed the whole damn goal. Then she go to the free throw line. She missed both free throws. So it's never a situation where you should be in there. What's going on, Miss D? You should never be in a situation where you demise another player when you're still playing the game. That's the same thing that I was talking about with AB on her channel with Candace Parker, which they haven't done a show in a minute, and they probably
Mm-hmm.
needed to stop doing it because so many people were complaining about it. They'll get back to it, but just right now, right? We're in the second half. It's not okay to be on a panel talking about your fellow teammates and co-workers while in session of the season. It makes for a problem, right?
Right.
Then her fans get on her because she didn't put Cece in the MVP conversation, so she got slammed for that. Then Mitchell got slammed for something else that she said that they didn't like. So it's just it's enough, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But right now, your only focus should be about one thing, and that's basketball. It shouldn't be about politics. It shouldn't be about BS. It shouldn't be about what's going on somebody else's team. It should be about you. It's the competitive nature, though, right? The competitive nature makes you respond to certain people a certain way. And there's nothing wrong with the competitive nature. But when you're doing it, and everybody thinks that CC smirked at Angel maliciously. I'm not gonna look at it like that. That's just my nature. I don't look for the worst in people. I'm a person that look at things and try to see reasoning, right? It's man, we get to play some more. Yeah. Cracked under pressure. I get to play some more. Now I'm gonna go in overtime and I'm gonna kick your ass. It's kind of like what I got from it, right? But that's not what the media put it out. That's not how certain individuals and human beings feel about the situation. It's come, gone. Here we are. Angel bounced back and is quiet on the creek. And the same energy that they gave when she missed that shot to win the game, she couldn't lose the game. She could only win the game, right? Because they were tied. The same energy they gave for 2 days hard, 2 days straight. It was nonstop, just torture of that young lady. To then creek when she bounced back with the phenomenal game.
Right.
Insane to me, like absolutely insane. And it's not enough amount of an apology to fix those situations. All you can do is come out and talk about what she is doing. You only watch the game to pull out what she's done wrong, to go make videos on it, to shoot her in the foot, to say bullshit about her all the time. At all, right? So as much as you clowned her, you should be giving her props for what she's doing right now.
Right.
But if they do, then they're I guess they think that they won't be considered real fans. Because see, now you become a fan of the game. Because now you're not only giving her props for what she's doing, you're giving Shakira Austin props, you're giving Paige Becker's props, you're giving Olivia Miles props, you're giving everybody props. You ain't got enough people in this world with decent common sense to do that, right? You got people like me fighting for this country, for the very same people that are nasty every single day. They're just nasty for no reason. They're nasty for no reason. That's the problem I have with our country. Love my country, but I hate the people in it sometimes, because they want fair and just treatment, but they're the very ones that's sowing discourse and demise for others. See what I'm saying? You see how that goes? I want fair treatment, and I want you to protect me from the foreign enemies, domestic and abroad, while I clown and mistreat my own people in my own country. Go figure. Go fucking figure. The nastiest people are our own people in the land of the free. But I guarantee you, I've been in many, many countries, and they're not like this at all. they're most definitely not like this. But that's okay, because what you sow, you will reap. Stitches have no claim for a name, ADP. Stitches absolutely don't have no claim at all. So we got to make sure that for the disrespect, you give the young lady praise. But that doesn't happen. We're tired of saying it. I don't care if they give her praise or not. As long as it's quiet on the creek, I'm cool with that, right?
Yes.
But then you get CC, who comes out. She has a bad game against New York, and she redeems herself in this very next game against Chicago and put up 37. She had a really good game. I'm never the one that's not going to give a person their praise for what they've done. Am I going to gloat over it? No. But am I going to give her praise for a job well done? Yes. She played a heck of a game. And as a matter of fact, let me go to the stats. I'm going to the stats right now. So as we are talking about CC, let's make sure we're very clear on her analysis, because, you know, people are coming here and they'll try and crush your little soul. They can't crush my soul. Hey, I got skin thicker than wool, man. You can't burn me. What you can do is make me tell you a thing or two, and then we move on, right? But you can't burn me. Let's get to the box scores. And the box scores are, and again, for those that just came into the chat, if you have not hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. And again, if you are here to sow a discourse, it's a day of reckoning. seen on CourtVision with SoPrettyToni. I'm gonna get you up here.
Oh, Tony's not playing, boy.
It's a day of reckoning. I'm gonna put you out, and you're not allowed to come back. I ain't gonna time you out. I'm gonna ban you because I want people here to agree to disagree. You can disagree without the nonsense. Love on your player, but don't be a menace. Because this isn't menace to society. All right. Kayla Clark was 13 of 24. Can't say that the grander scheme of shooting was fabulous, right? But when you're a shooter, you put up shots. You're going to put up shots like that. So I'm never going to badger her for how many shots she take. What I am going to critique is the actual shots that she's taking. Meaning, if it's too many threes and you are not knocking them down, then you need to come away from that, right? Shoot some middies, get to the cup. She's been very good at getting to the basket, hedging people off with a little bit of a step and spreading herself away from the defender, connecting body, and then bouncing off for the fillet. Same thing that Mitchell does. This is something that she and Mitchell are very good at. And as the duo that they are, and bringing in AB as the trio, right? They have an astonishing team. But to play the game and just be solid in yourself within the realm of your game, to me, is something that I just have to see CC do without the antics, right? She's being called out for what she said too, which is also a problem. She knows that, for telling the ref to call a foul. That had something to do with that game too in New York, because it plays with you, right? So when you do stuff to others, and then when it's your turn, it affects you worse. So you just got to play the game. If you're good, you don't have to say that. If you're good, right, you don't have to beg for a call, because the call's going to come. You don't have to do the 50 trillion head bobs, which is a part of your neck problem, because her neck is bothering her, by the way. For those that are fans, CC neck is bothering her on the right side. It's too much of this. It's gonna hurt her, right? Then the back, because the agileness, right? Always looking for a foul versus just playing the game solidly becomes an issue. But besides that, she had a really good game yesterday. I'm not taking anything away from her game. I just want to see her be a solid player and leave the rest alone. If she's a solid player and leave the rest alone, she'll never get a bad critique. Other than, hey, well, maybe she should have gave that extra pass, right? But she didn't. Yes, the 5 turnovers. This is becoming a trend with her. 4 to 5 turnovers, maybe 6 a game, which is crazy. She did have a game where she only had 1, I believe, here out of these 3-4 game stretch. But I like to see more of that. If we don't get it, that's fine. If she's able to make up with it by putting up 37 points and they win the game, we know that that's her deficiency, right? Her deficiency is turning the ball over. Angel's deficiency sometimes is finishing when she doesn't slow down. When she's just playing and she doesn't slow down, she misses. But when Angel takes her time, Angel is a sure bucket getter for a layup. So it becomes a problem for the other team if she stays poised and steady. Because she is a problem for teams, period. And we're going to see that moving forward in the playoffs. As long as she keeps talking to Teaspoon.
Toni, what? Look. Look, Teaspoon, I can imagine she probably put that radical prayer on Angel, because you be like,
yeah,
we are, she already knows what's going on and stuff like that. It was powerful. I'm telling you, whatever happened, whatever went down, it was powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just want to make sure that we're getting the best out of these players, including CC. I think you get the best out of her. She just plays the game.
Yeah.
if she just plays the game and stop the head bobbing and the weaving, it's going to minimize some of the ailments that she had, and she'll be a healthy player throughout the whole season. She's not spending time worried about her back. As long as she's getting a call, she's great. If she feels like every time she attacks the basket that she deserves a call, and that's not reality. It's just not reality. Anybody that plays this game know that that's not reality, because if that's the case, I'm going to tell you somebody that does get hacked every single time. If you slow down every single one of Angel's games, you see she gets hacked to no end. You got people that sit directly under the basket, under the home team basket, and watch her get just pushed, shoved, arm grabbed, slapped on the elbow. I mean, it's a part of the game. Don't get me wrong. But if it happens, the ref got to call it, right? He's not going to call every single one. And then you're not going to make a call that determines the game in the end. So, i.e., why that call didn't happen between her and Boston, right? And also, it was another game it didn't happen where a player lunged. I want to say it was the Chicago game prior to this one. It happened, and the call didn't. It wasn't there for Natasha Cloud, and the call wasn't there. And she's like, "You got to make the call." And I'm saying, "Look, is it a call? Yes, man, it is, but it's not something that they're gonna give you. This is the pros. This isn't kiddie basketball. So there's some calls you're not gonna get. And the one thing that I want everybody, they gotta know, they gotta give Angel credit for is Angel does not complain about a lot of calls. She gets killed down there and she doesn't complain. If she complains, it's one that's major that you absolutely should have called without a doubt. But for the most part, she just plays the game. De'Arica Hamby is another one. She just plays the game. Now, she slapped the taste out that girl mouth last night. I ain't gonna lie to you. She did. She backhanded the shit out that girl. But what people didn't see,
I think she was stretching.
I got it. Tony. I'm just gonna tell you why. Hey, I'm just saying I'm gonna go to it because I saved it in my emails and I'm going to it right now. Let me go to it right now because I saved it in my emails. I sure did. Let's see if this was it.
I think sometimes when they stretch the arms and everything, I'll get too excited.
Hey, excitement, my behind. She slapped the taste out of Breaking Beers. She knocked the heck out that jaw. Wow! But what people didn't see is the Candy got hit in the stomach. Okay, that's the Juana Bonner's message. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. Was it earlier? Saved that earlier. Where is it? Oh, guys, y'all don't know. We'll save something, and as soon as you go to it, back to it, it clicks. And so when you save it, you say, "I saved so much stuff. I got to click all these things because I need to start titling it." I just save it as it is, but it ain't making it do what it do. Anyway, let's see. We got that one. I got one more to look at. I got them all right here. It's just messing with it, right? De'Arica Hamby got punched in the stomach by Reagan Beers prior to that backhand. She got hit in the stomach. She literally got hit in the stomach. Where is it? I just opened up like 7 things. I have all of these things here. And I know this isn't it. Jeez. Why did it open up over here? Oh yeah, I definitely don't want to show that one. I definitely don't want to show that. That's for another. Anyway, guys, if you go on Threads, because the timeline done surpassed it, so much has happened, and when I click on it, it keeps going to the new timeline. So I ain't gonna worry about it. But Reagan Beers, when she went to grab and move Hamby out of the way, she punched her in the stomach. And De'Erica, you could see where she grabbed her stomach. And so when she tried to go up for the rebound, she just, like, I don't think she was trying to knock her jaw loose, but if she knocked it loose, we know why. She punched her right in the stomach, y'all. She punched her right in the stomach. Hey, I'm just saying, sometimes you just, hey, keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to your MFing self. Let's see. I still want to try to find it. I hate highlighters. Maybe this is it.
Van said he sent you something on IG, Toni.
Oh, he did. He sent me some on IG. I'm going to IG right now. As a matter of fact, I'm opening it up right now. Let's see. Is this one it? No, this guy is crazy. I definitely want to show him because he's funny. He's for the show. He's for a different show. I'm gonna do some highlights on just some of the guys that post some weird-ish. Okay, let me go to the gram. Send me something on the gram. Let me go to it. But we have to be careful sometimes when we're talking about people and what they did and didn't do. And I'm on the gram, but I don't see it. I'm on the gram. Did you send it on the gram?
Yeah, he said he sent it to your IG.
Hit refresh. Let me hit refresh because I'm in IG right now.
You don't see it?
I don't see it. Wait, you know what? Because I got 2 grams. Let me go to the other gram. Y'all know I always forget about that gram. I always forget about my business gram. Y'all don't. I am a hustler.
You see that? Y'all see how she hustling?
Hustler. No, I don't see it. I am looking in both spots. And I do not see it right now at all. They're really attached, but sometimes I have to look at both of them. I just attached them today, so that's why I had to go look at both of them. So now when you send something, both my grams are attached for its messaging or attached together. I just did that earlier today, so I'm able to see it, but I don't see it right now. You sure it was the gram or was it something else? I do, Dreadhead. I got 2 grams, man. I got 2 grams. I got my personal and I got my business. I got my CourtVision. Can't keep having y'all messing with my personal, right? I try to get my personal business. Don't be in my personal business.
He said, do you see where he said she punched her first? He said, do you see that?
Then you're the person that sent it to me who I got it from, but I'm not seeing it right now. I don't know. Did I hit something? Because I opened it up and I saved it, but now I'm not seeing it on the gram. Now I'm not seeing it. It's gone. I must have hit delete. But if you want to re-forward it to me, I most certainly will look at it again. Just re-forward it back to me so I can let everybody see, because they always think that you're doing something and they only want to slow down certain players' attacks, as they would call it, which is absolutely not an attack. It's really truly not an attack at all. I'm gonna look at it from my phone because let's see. Sometimes let's see. Let's go to my phone. Go to my phone. Go to my phone. Phone. Go to my phone. There we go.
Victor said, did she send it to you on TikTok?
Y'all know I got too many social media accounts. That's a dang on shame. Let me go to TikTok. I got too much. I got too.
Tell me about business while okay.
I got 3 TikToks, y'all. I got 3 TikToks.
She said she ain't got time to.
I got 3 TikToks. I got 3 TikToks. Oh man, GB's help my poor little soul. Anyway, she hit that girl in the stomach, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? We got problems. What is happening? But I'm gonna get back to CC in a minute because I got her fans in here. I want to give them their equal opportunity as well. That I'm not changing them on my take on CC. So it's coming, y'all. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
You said, mm-hmm. What you talking about? Say, what you talking, fool?
Tony is international.
Shout out. I got so much going on right now. Y'all have no idea.
Man, you'll be over.
I do, man. I do. I really do. I really do. Oh, big girl. Somebody minute.
Tony, she's been smiling a little extra today. I don't know, America. I don't know, Tony.
Hey, wait a minute. What she said?
She been smiling a lot today, guys. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, I'm just living life, man. I'm excited about life. If you ain't excited about life, I don't know what to tell you. You better get excited because when you're in, I don't want you praying to the Lord later talking about I'll be good. I've been good out here in this world. I don't know what they talk about. I've been good.
Right.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Here we go, big girl. Let's see. Scroll it on down. Oh, you sent me that other one. Big girl, that I said I'm gonna show later. I ain't got that one on the gram. I ain't got that one. Yeah, I ain't got that one from you. Anyway, I'm gonna stop wasting time looking for it, but I'm gonna tell you, you can go look it up. It is somewhere out there in TikTok land and in Instagram world. I got it both places, but once we get up here and we click on it, if it changes because it updates it, it's hard to kind of just swindle and scroll down and continue to try to find it. You copy and paste the link, but I hit that link that I copy and paste, and it just went to the beginning of the timeline. So I'll have to catch y'all on another one on that one, but it's all right. It's all good. It's okay. We all right. Do know that girl was punched in the stomach by Beards. She turned, she held off with this one, and she punched her in the stomach with that one. And when she punched her in the stomach, Derek and Happy grabbed the stomach, and then she swung around, and she knocked the taste out that girl. Hey, did Reagan Beards continue to play? She gonna have a bruise today if she ain't got one. She sure gonna have a bruise.
Oh, I don't know, Tony.
You knock that taste out that dang gonna mouth. But back to Caitlin Clark. Let's give Caitlin Clark back her take, right? Let me get back to my notes here. Get back to my notes. And before I get to, I'm just gonna go ahead and just finish going through. We had Caitlin Clark had her 37 points last night in a great game. I told you what her stats were. She was 13 of 24. Sometimes it's just that way. When you're a shooter, you're going to consistently put the ball up. To be honest with you, I appreciate her more off the ball than I do with the ball in her hands. I know people are with the ball in her hands so she can create and make stuff happen. But I think if she's off the ball, she can catch and shoot. Or she can dribble drive, get to the bucket. She can pull up a midi. She can give a dime. There's so many things that she can do when you're not making her the one, the focal point of the one. But that's the position she loves. So if that's the position she loves, kudos to her. Not going to take it away from her. She shot 8 of 12 from the three-point line last night. Again, she was 3 or 4 from the free throw line. She grabbed 3 rebounds in the process while having 10 assists. And we already talked about the 5 turnovers, but we got to get to Kelsey Mitchell also. Kelsey Mitchell is just phenomenal. This girl, 30 points, 10 of 19, 6 of 9 from the three-point line. The two of them combined for 14 three-pointers. 14, chat. 14. That's crazy. They were 18 of 33, but 14 of them were theirs. You had Hall that actually found herself last night. I've been giving her a hard time because offensively she hasn't been able to help her team. And we know that she's a better player than that. But she found herself last night. She gave 14 points. She was 2 of 3 from the three-point line. Then you got 1 from Cunningham. Cunningham was 1 of 4 last night. Didn't give you her best effort. She was 1 of 4 just out of the 11 minutes. But that's because Lexi Hall showed up. When Lexi show up, you have less Sophie Cunningham. So tell me this, CC fans in the chat. Out of the two, who you want to see more? You want to see more Sophie or you want to see more Lexi Hall? And that's even for anybody in the chat. You want to see more Sophie Cunningham, who can somewhat be a liability defensively and may not always have the best shooting night, which she did not have last night. Or you want Lexi Hall, even when Lexi Hall isn't having a great shooting night. But she found herself, she struggled all season. She struggled a little bit last year. Who would you prefer? K-Taz says Sophie. You prefer Sophie. Tell me why. Tell me why. I don't want to see the fever at all. Man. I just want to know why. Oh boy. I'm waiting for him to tell me why he prefers Sophie over Lexi Hall. Lexi is your better defender. And when I say better defender, she's solid. She gets stops. Sophie is kamikaze. She might get a stop. She might not. In the midst of it, she's hitting people, which eventually, as the season go on and in the playoffs, if she's doing it in the playoffs, I think somebody gonna knock her ass out. Says Sophie doesn't need CC feeding her. Hall needs CC. You think so? Because they both are catch and shoot players. They're both catch and shoot players. That's why I'm asking that question. So Sophie really has to be fed as well. Can she have a dribble pull up? She does have a dribble pull up, but I just think that they're both catch and shoot players. They both catch on 2 shoot players. DB is going to 3 teams. Oh, they're talking about DB. Okay, let's get back to it. That was my question. I had a question for that because I was just curious. I was absolutely curious about that. Paige also dropped 32, so we got to give Paige Beckers her props as well, along with Asia Wilson putting up 27. Considering they had Melissa Smith go down now, and we cannot, of course, like I said, forget Shakira Austin, who also put 31 points in that Washington. So I'm saying you got to give all of these ladies their props, no matter what. So the highlights, the standouts, the different surprises that we've seen out there, the teams that have impressed me the most out of all of those teams. I just talked about the Aces, the Fever, the Dream, the Mystics, and the Wings. The team that has impressed me the most, and we just got to be honest, it has been the Dream, because the Dream has not played like this for most of the season. And I'm not saying it just because they're my team. I'm looking at what all the teams have done. They've all had some great games this weekend, right? One falter one and then came back, redeemed themselves. But the consistent run, the other team, I'm not going to say impressed me now because they impressed me early on, which was Washington. And I talked about them already. I talked about what Washington was going to do. So I'm right on cue with what I said for them, ADP. What out of those 5 teams, which team impressed you the most this weekend alone?
Well, I know everybody's gonna think I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna tell you why. I say the Dream. You know why I say the dream?
Why you say the dream?
Because the dream has been through hell and back, Tom, and they
Yeah,
still
yeah.
find a way. They still find a way to stick together and get through the game. Yeah, you can talk about the threes all day long, but they still find a way to come together to pull these games off. Especially at this time, back to back like that.
Mm-hmm.
At this time period is important. But I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
get
more
that.
of like it's the connection, it's the teamwork, it's the sisterhood. It's the only people that I've seen in the presser have accountability for their actions. Even when their threes are not fault, whatever the case may be, guys, because that's what they like to use. They still get in those presses and they hold accountability, not just for themselves, but for the team as well as a whole.
Right.
You don't see that with a lot of other teams. Yeah, the teams play together, got to win, but it's just something about that dream team. I don't even know. Besides the Lynx, you know what I'm saying? Like those are the two teams. The other teams, yeah, they all right.
So it's funny I said that because I just got this tweet with all 5 teams and their stars so far from what they did this weekend. It's funny how that popped up. You got Dallas, Vegas, Indy, and then they threw in another one, Miles. They threw in the Lynx. But
Well,
I
if you're
can't
talking
wait
about
to see what they.
players, it's different, Tony. But if you're talking about overall team,
Yeah.
it's the dream. And yet, now the Lynx, they have a type of chemistry, but well, it's just not. It's just different, Tony. It's just different.
Right.
Put it
Absolutely.
like this: some teams have enough chemistry to win the games, and
Yes.
some teams have overall chemistry um, beyond the game. And what I mean by that is like we're gonna stick together no matter what type of thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that comes into play when you get ready to come into the playoffs because
Yes.
everybody gonna be mad at everybody. They don't be doing their job or do right.
That's true.
So you got to come. You got to come in there with that type of mindset. You have to. If you come in there and you want to get set with your teammates because they don't make this or they don't make a shot or a layup, I don't know what to tell you because that's going to be part of it. That's why they call it the playoffs.
That's why they call it the playoffs. Absolutely right. I can attest to that for sure. I can attest to that. So, I mean, even with that, it's not taken away from the other teams. I mean, you just team that has impressed everyone so far. You know that Washington was on a run and they've been doing it. They've beat at least every top team at least once. So we knew that they were going to be a standout and do their job. Indiana, they have their ups and downs, but for the most part, they've been a solid team. I mean, when Mitchell and CC are both cooking at the same time, they're at their best, right? And you add AB in there. AB didn't play last night, but the other ladies stepped up. They stepped up. But I specifically said that in order for them to beat Chicago, and I was absolutely correct, I said that Mitchell and Clark were going to have to put up 30 points apiece. They're going to have to combine. They're going to have to put up 60 plus points. And in actuality, what did they put up? They put up 67 points between the two of them by themselves. Because I did not see them beating Chicago without that. They don't have that. They don't win this game. But they did exactly what I said they needed to do in order to win that game because the rest of the players just weren't going to give it to them. Sometimes role players are just simply role players, and you're not going to they might help here and there, but they're not your go-to players. Someone loved to say that Angel is a role player. Angel's not a role player by far. She don't mind playing the role, but she is by far not a role player. She is a bucket. She can help you win, a game at any given time with a game of
Yeah.
runs. In any part of the game, she can go 10 straight, 7 straight, whatever you need her to go straight, as long as you don't have all that other stuff in there. But that's where I go back to Cece and Mitchell, right? They have their moments in the game where they're not giving you anything. And then they could just go on a major run, bow, 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 just knocking shots down.
Mm-hmm.
And so, i.e., they're going to have those type of games, the percentage in what they gave last night, and then you add AD back into the lineup for the playoffs. They're going to have those type of nights in the playoffs. I'm gonna be honest with you, because no team that is in this playoffs is going to play around with them at all. They're not going to play with the Fever. The Fever's not going to play with them. The Lynx ain't going to play with anybody, and everybody going to come for their head because they're the number one team. So we still have yet to see, even if they lose one or two of the games, or say they lose both their last two games that are against Indy, right? Say Indy hand them their butt those last two games. They will still be the team in first place.
Mm-hmm.
They will still be the team in first place.
Mm-hmm.
So you still got to go in the playoffs and beat them again and again and again and again. It just depends on who you end up playing and what round you end up playing them in. And I'm going to say this, Dream fans, I'm one of them. I'm a Dream fan. Dream been to the playoffs 2 years in a row. Dream got knocked off in the first round 2 years in a row. But what I want y'all to understand is technically really 1 year, because guess what? The year before, they slipped in there by the hair of their chinny chin chin. They just did surpass the Sky, which the Sky, if Angel, Camilla, and Kenny Carter wouldn't have got hurt and set out those last few games. So the Dream just did squeak in there. Nevertheless, they were there. You should not have expected too much more from them other than to just have the sheer enjoyment that they made it to the playoffs in hopes that maybe, just maybe, they could knock somebody off. But they weren't that team 2 years ago. They made it, but because another team was plagued by injuries. In this past season, they showed you why they should have been there in the first place. So you can chalk last year up to a season where they should have won something and won at least one of them games and took it down to the wire, right? Because they were that solid. They had really good bench presence. Well, this year,
at 3.
They don't have bench presence like that. Can the bench come in and give them something? Yes, if they're afforded the opportunity. But right now, it looks like they don't really have a bench. Because once the bench come in after sitting for so long, they can't really give them anything. This is going to be another year where they have revamped their starting lineup with Angel in it. Angel is an enhancement. It's not a fixer. So we can go into the playoffs and we can say, hey, some things that they were missing, she's bringing to the table. But if you don't have Bree Jones, who is that other missing link, you still kind of put yourself in that situation like, where are we, what we doing, right? So you got to look at that too. So I'm going to say they're going to give it their 100% all. I don't see them not going down without a fight, no matter who they end up playing against, right? Maybe it's the Fever. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe it's New York. Don't know. But we'll have the test of time. It's going to be difficult if it end up being New York, right? Or Dallas. Dallas, you can't, we swept Dallas. You're not going to sweep Dallas in the playoffs. You're just not. It's difficult to sweep a team, right, in regular season and then come in the playoff and sweep them there. It just doesn't happen. A team will find a way to win a game or two. So keep that in mind. I just want y'all to know that. Now, getting on down to my last little bit here, again, responding to Caitlin Clark, 109-102 win over Chicago. Caitlin Clark with the 37 points, pushing Indy into, that's where they were, right? When they lost to New York. I'm sorry, they lost to New York 109-102 to push that win. Caitlin Clark had a big comeback and pushing the win to Chicago 113-90. So we got to make sure that we clarify that in its entity, because she actually had a really good bounce back game. We got to give her bounce back. But the playoffs, they got to be better. Everybody got to be better, period. Because it's a different ball game, and you're not gonna get the calls you think you're gonna get. The calls that you got in regular season is not gonna happen in the playoffs. You're gonna get some in the playoffs, but you dang on well better be sure that it's gonna be a reckoning. So my question again, I'm trying to think of how I want to ask this. What did Caitlin Clark's 37-point performance tell you about her for the playoff? And that's for you, ADP, and the chat. I'm going to ask it again. What did Caitlin Clark's 37-point performance tell you about her last night and moving into the playoffs? Can Caitlin Clark be this dangerous for Indy in the playoffs? It's a two-part question. Let's see. Posey said, read what she said. Where you up at the top? Let me go to the top. She asked it. She put something up there. Here we go. Keisha Posey wanted me to read this. Let's see. It says, Toni, Stephanie White must have made her day because she's been very happy lately. She gave the team 2 days off. Must be nice. It's well deserved for the team. That's good. It's well deserved for the team. I mean, you got to remember, they had their back-to-backs. They had their road trip and they had their back-to-backs. And sometimes you need time off. And sometimes rest cures. It cures some things. So absolutely. Kudos to Stephanie White for that. It says, Goon said, don't tell him shit. It says, Angel used to not calls. Yes, absolutely. Caitlin Clark. Come on, Goon. Says those ratings are terrible. I'm not sure what ratings you're talking about. He's supposed to be talking about something else. It says CC will not be she will not be a threat against teams that play both sides of the ball. That plays both sides of the floor. I'm sorry, both sides of the floor. That was Stephen Glove. He said CC will not be a threat. Is saying a threat against teams that play both sides of the floor. That can definitely somehow be the case. Bob Jones says CC not a defender, not a top secret. Yeah, we know that, but her efficiency for what she's bringing, and we can't really judge it against a team like Chicago. Not to say anything bad about Chicago, because Chicago actually put together a roster of vets that could have gotten it done. I just think that them two being plagued by injuries took them out the realm of being able to be in the playoff hunt. And it's not just one player. I know you want to think that with Rakia Jackson going down, that was the biggest savior. I think it's all of them needed to play together as a team, and you needed all of them, as well as needing Skylar Diggins, to whom you do not have. Is a problem for Chicago. It says nothing. It was just Chicago. It was just Chicago. Isn't that how they did AR's 31 points with Mercury? Yeah, true. See, okay, we talked about that. It says it was the Mercury AR5 better dominant. Yeah, I give it that. Kelsey is the bigger threat. She is a huge threat. If you can look, I'm gonna say this. You are absolutely right. If you can slow Mitchell down, you've done your job.
Mm-hmm.
If you can slow her down, you've done your job. It's the same thing like saying Angel Wilson, Mitchell is more consistent. That's true. Camilla messed us up. Her not going for 45 points yesterday. Messed our chances up of 6-7 and up. Hey, I don't know. Letting Timpson bully her. Well, I just think that you got to know Camilla is aggressive in spurts, but she's really not that aggressive. People expected her to be a super aggressive, dominant player, and that is just not Camilla's game. My question is for you, Goon, what do y'all do with Camilla moving forward? How do you make her a more aggressive player? But Mitchell, back to Mitchell. Mitchell is like Asia. You got to slow her down. If you don't slow her down, you miss an opportunity to settle your team in and afford your team a win, period. Because CeCe can have a bad game. Boston can give you numbers. Timpson can give you numbers. Sophie could come in and knock down some threes and you win the ball game. Right? To secure a game, you need CeCe. Mitchell is your bucket getter. She's your go-to player. But to seal the game, you need CeCe to have a game. You need her to have a decent game. That's that. So, Bob said, Boston got paid getting lazy. Yeah.
I
just think it's
injury from Unrivaled.
Her injury from Unrivaled. She never fully healed. I think that she needed to sit out some more early on. That way she would have been her healthier self right now. And her not having that opportunity to do that is crazy. What's going on, TR7? Hey, thank you for coming to the live. I appreciate it. Says, run the offense through Sydney and Chicago and stop playing. I think that he messed up Sydney last night. The in and out. And sometimes we got to remember, Sloot is orchestrating most of that. So y'all need to be having a conversation with Sloot.
They sure do.
Crazy things.
Yeah, she don't like no shine taken off of her. Let's be real. That's what that was.
They want these vets to be stars on Chicago so bad. You're absolutely right. And I think that they got to go younger. They absolutely have to go younger. Goon says, I think Olivia Nelson, Adota would thrive in our system like Shakira Austin with Washington. I think so too. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't think that Washington keeps Lauren Betts. So if Washington does not keep Lauren Betts next season, do Chicago go after Lauren Betts? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do. It seems like to me Lauren Betts would be best someplace else. It says Taylor is the future star for sure. Absolutely. I agree. Once my Chicago Sky get Malaysia for Wiley, it's a wrap. I know you want Malaysia for Wiley, but it just depends on what a number rolls and what he's willing to give up. And what he gives up.
He don't like players like he don't. You know how he is.
Y'all know he is not fond of rookies. Yeah. Don't care. Look at what's happening to your little rookie who should have been on the floor defending last night. That they absolutely went away from. They needed to keep her on the floor so she could defend. So she could defend CeCe. She did a really good job on CeCe in the game before Hawkins. He didn't even play her. So did he really want to win the game? Did he really want to keep himself in the hunt? Because it was a must win for you guys. Fever is already in the playoffs. It was a must win for the Dream. So for the Sky. So if he really wanted to win, he should have played his team like he should have, like he knew how.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much just that's just that on that.
But he's not.
Let's move on.
Yep.
Let's move on. I spent quite a bit on the Dream and the Fever. So man, my sinuses are acting up. I had my AC blasted for my grandsons because them boys, man, they could have on no clothes and still be sweating. It's like, God
I know that's how my granddaughter did.
Y'all from Alaska? Wait,
Right.
that is crazy. That's just wow. I don't know. So I'm putting up the game because I don't know if Dance Club is gonna show the game. We got I believe it's the Valks and the Lynx. I want to see that game. So I'm gonna call that game. So I got about 15 minutes to get myself 5 minutes to get over there to the to get to the other show. So let's just wrap this up. I already got Caitlin. Paige Beckers. Let's go through Paige real quick. Paige gave an outstanding performance. But you know what? Paige was very selfish. And sometimes she needs to be that way. Paige was so selfish, ADP. She put up 32 points. She told Enrique, take a back seat, little mama. She said, I ain't relying on you today. It took Enrique forever to get to double digits. After the performance she had against the Fever, she was a dud in the next game. I don't get Enrique. I do not get Enrique. I don't get her. Hey, Design, you absolutely right. I talked about Mystics earlier. You came in a little bit late. I talked about Shakira Austin and the Mystics earlier.
Whoa. What happened? Toni, what? You knew that? I'm sorry.
I knew what?
I'm not trying to distract you or nothing, but Ray Tay said Kate Cabal leaving LSU.
She probably need to. Yeah. You know what we got coming?
Oh yeah, I know.
I know. You can leave all you want, baby, because
but I wonder is it about the countries though? The two countries, they don't.
I don't know.
They don't get along.
You're in the States. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, you got to get a more efficient player, and we're definitely gonna get into college for sure. But if she leaves, hey, I mean, I wish her well wherever she go. But we got some bigs coming that are better than her, and they're gonna be rookies. I'm sorry. We got two bigs that's bigger than her, and they're better than her, and they're gonna be rookies. So they have it. So basically, Paige Beckers put the seatbelt on and told Seattle, sit your $5, you know what, down. That's not to say, oh, well, they're not that good of a team. Hey, this is a must win for the Wings. The Wings is plagued with injuries, and it is affecting them. And so Paige Beckers is going to have to try to do it all on her own. They're going to have to win the next game as well to clinch their spot. And Paige Beckers finished with 32 points in that game. It was a 92-70 win, and you got to get it done at the end of the day. The young woman continues to show why there was so much hype surrounding her when she came into this league. Mm-hmm. She's comfortable with that. But the good thing about a player like Paige is comfortable anywhere. Paige will make a home. Paige is like Angel. They will make a home wherever their feet is planted when it comes to playing on any team, period. Oh, y'all want to leave because I ain't talking about Caitlin Clark? I'm over. Y'all can't leave. Don't leave me. Hey, that's all good. Just make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button on your way out. But at the end of the day, she is just like Angel. Wherever they plant their feet, there's a ball, there's a net, they're going to prepare, and they're going to play.
Right.
They're going to give you the best of them regardless. Even on their worst night, it's really not a worst night. You know why? Because if they can't give you much offensively, they're going to definitely give it to you defensively. That goes to that game where Angel missed that layup, but she didn't have a good offensive night, but guess what? She absolutely killed defensively. She killed defensively. So it wasn't a total loss on her part, but people made it seem that way. But it's the same thing with Paige. Paige cannot have a great shooting night, but guess what? She's going to give you defense. She's going to give you assists. She's going to lead her team, and she's going to be a leader. That's what she does. She's so comfortable. She's so confident. And when you have that in a player like that, it is what it is. And when Paige gets in a rhythm offensively, she can make scoring look super easy. I mean, like clockwork. Every shot is like clockwork. And I will never take anything away from that young lady's game. I would love to see her and Angel play together. I wonder if Angel did go to Dallas, who was going to give up the number 5? I want to know who's going to give up the number 5. But nevertheless, they still 5s. I love all my 5s. This is where when everybody in the chat is thinking beyond just the one game, you get to see just the dominance of Paige. Chat, tell me what you think of Paige. If she were to be on any other team, would she still be solid? Would she still give you what she's giving you every night? Would she still be a team player? Would she still be a great defender? In games featuring the Fever, I'm going to put this up real quick. In games featuring the Fever on networks only, peaking at 3 million plus and average 2 point. I get you, Bob. I mean, all the teams, all the leagues are just, we got to remember. I mean, it's good to put the stats up, and I'm not, hey, kudos to you. That's your team. You're gloating your team. They are the only team that have every single game that's televised. So it needs to look like that. The rubber needs to meet the road, and everybody needs to show up to those games because it's perfect for the league. It is not just for the Fever. It's perfect for the W all the way around. They're the only team that was given this opportunity last year, and they were given that opportunity again this year, which I think totally is unfair to the entire league, but that's just my opinion. And I'm going to move on from there. But that's what absolutely needs to happen in that capacity, because you want to bring more eyes to the W and not just one team, but you would hope that the eyes would be better. But this is such a most dominant young lady. I love it. It says, where y'all thinking Bonner is about to go? I have no idea. I could see Bonner going help a team that could really use her. Somebody said it would be funny if she ended up back at Fever. She won't end up back with the Fever. She won't. I would be sorely surprised if that's the case. But no, she won't. She didn't find, she said it in the show that they did for the W between her and Nafisa Collier and Asia Wilson. She talked about her time there, and her time with the Fever was just simply she didn't fit in. She didn't say anything negative about the players. She didn't say anything negative about the team. She just said she didn't fit in. Where the players had their set bond amongst each other. They had their chemistry, and her coming in and trying to fit in that chemistry didn't work, and they made her a starter. And she said she talked with Stephanie White and said, hey, I need to come off. Maybe if I come off the bench, I would play better. I could probably fit in a little bit better with the system. And she came off the bench and she still just didn't fit in. So her time, she had to leave. She didn't say anything negative about the Fever. And if the players would have just understood that, instead of coming for her neck and the fans coming for her neck, it would be better right now. But every time she plays against Fever, it's going to be a nightmare, which it shouldn't have to be. It's crazy. What's going on, Tiffy? I'm going to be out of here just a hot second because I'm going to go put up the game. I'll need to see if
Big Girl said Keisha. Did you say Keisha was on?
She's on, so maybe she's going to go on and she's going to call that game too. Because I show highlighted. Let me go check real quick. Let me see if she dropped the link. She probably on. Is she on her channel? Her and Duval is probably up. I don't know if they're on Players Club. No, they're not on a Players Club. I don't see that one. She's probably on. Okay. Probably on Cut the Edge. Okay. But Asia Wilson, we talked about Paige because I got to get out of here. Like I said, I got 5 minutes. Asia Wilson she keeps dominating. We can't take nothing away from Asia. Asia keeps dominating and getting it done. Asia put up 27 points in their win last night against Toronto, 88-78. And I was wondering why they only won by 10, where Toronto was able to stay in the game. But once we heard about Nalissa Smith came in this season rocking, y'all. She got better. She was strong. And it's just unfortunate that this happened. We don't know the final decision, but just to watch her knee buckle the way it buckled, I am sending prayers up to her and her family. Again, I got to watch her. She played right around the corner from my house at East Central High School. I worked at Sam Houston High School. They right up the street from each other. Her school was countryside. Our school was inner city side. Got to watch her play from 8th grade all the way up, and just watched at Baylor while she was at Baylor. Now in the pros, watching her progress, watching the way this girl has always improved and gotten better. I think if Fever would have just gave it a chance, they wouldn't have had to go out seeking and searching, and they would have had their two dominant bigs, meaning her and Boston. But they keep searching for players. I'm glad Timpson is there. She's getting better. Timpson can only go up from here. So kudos to Timpson as well, far as the Fever is concerned. But Smith has gotten better every single year, and she went and she worked hard. I showed y'all that early on, who she was training with, what she was doing to get better, to improve her strength-wise, and then just finishing and playing with somebody like A'ja Wilson. You have to make sure when you're playing with the GOAT, you got to get it done. But putting up 27 points again, A'ja Wilson, and leading her team in a dominating way and getting this win is absolutely something. Sometimes we almost take A'ja Wilson for granted because we've seen her dominate so many times. So 27 points becomes, oh yeah, A'ja had 27, whoop-de-doo, right? But that's not what it is. You got to get a win some way, somehow. Her putting up 27 points is like a nightly thing for her, but it afforded her team to win because she's had some games where offensively she struggled, but when she gets to the free throw line, if she struggles with her shots, she gets to the free throw line and she finishes at the free throw line and still give you 24, 27, 30 points a game. So, hey, kudos to her for holding her team down and getting the win. And we still have to appreciate just watching her and the thing that she does. When Las Vegas needs stability, scoring, rebounding, and defensive leadership, A'ja remains that centerpiece for them. She absolutely remains that centerpiece for them. And you can't ask for a better GOAT to lead your W in that way ever. I mean, she is leading it on all cylinders every night, and she's leaving it on the floor every night. She takes some plays off here and there, but what player doesn't, right? But for the most part, she gets it done. I like it. And we also get to see her close out the season and get ready for the playoffs. I'm watching closely, Vegas. We're going to see. Because I don't care what happened earlier in the season. When we get to the playoffs, what happened earlier in the season doesn't matter. All of that is wiped clean, right? Because you're starting from game one in the playoffs. So what happened in the regular season doesn't matter. Any accolades you're going to get from the regular season. That's it. You're going to get from the regular season. Any awards you're going to get from the regular season. Playoffs is something different, right? You start from it is what it is.
Gotcha.
A'ja Wilson is healthy, ADP, and Vegas gets rolling, even without Melissa. That just means that the other ones have to step up. I don't see Bree Turner being that dominant dog. I just don't care. I don't know what to say about the man. Yeah. Well, and then Shakira Austin. We'll get back just real quick on Shakira Austin, just finishing her out with those 31 points and leading her team to the playoffs, clinching the playoff spot. Is again, as she's been in the game, like I said, in the league 5 years. So been in the league 5 years. She has Anya Ware with her. They came in the league together. So they have to find a way to be successful in this league. And so they got to dominate their team. You're not getting that type of scoring on a nightly basis from Michaela Onyenwere, but you're getting something defensively. You got Cody McMahon filling in that void for his points ability for her. What do you think about that?
No, Tony, here's the thing. If it's true how this is gonna go down, that they can't get away with certain things, far as when they go into the playoffs, I don't know about the misses. I mean, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have good scores on your team or not. When you the way that they allowed this team to do this for the whole season and get away with it. Those games would have been a whole lot different. But now it's the playoffs. They're not going to be able to use that. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And that's all they know. And that's all they know. And
I'm just going to say this. Somebody else puts together a master performance, and we need to see it, period. We need to give them their kudos. And so Shakira has been putting on a master performance, so we got to give her kudos at the end of the day.
Yeah, I give her some. I'm still on that other side.
You are getting your flowers from CourtVision with SoPrettyToni right here. You're getting your flowers from ADP, our creation right here. You got to give her flowers because she is playing extremely dominant. And that's one of the things I love about the weekend.
Well, Toni, I'm trying. I'm a work in progress.
You just give her kudos. Just don't. Just
I gave her some. But I'm the type of person. I'm sorry, Toni, but I gave her props earlier. But man, that discernment, I don't know. I
don't know. It's the game. Yeah, you got to stop that.
No, seriously though. Oh. I gave her props earlier because she is having a good season, but you just okay, Toni. I ain't gonna get into it. I'm just gonna
be good.
Toni said, give her a daisy. She get the daisy.
You got to give her kudos. She's been hurt most of the season, and she's playing extremely well.
That's what I'm saying, right? She always been hurt, so she's had this is definitely one of her best seasons. Yeah, Toni.
Yeah, she's on cut the ish. I got to get off because I'm running into her time. I didn't know she was gonna come on this early.
What for the game? Are you calling the game?
Yeah, I'm gonna call the game. But I'm gonna put up another banner for the game. I'm going to my other banner for the game.
What kind of game?
It's the game. It's the Velks versus the Lynx. I gotta watch my Olivia Miles, girl.
I know, Toni. I remember you didn't care. She didn't care who showed. I gotta get ready. I gotta do.
Yeah, I didn't care who showed up for Olivia Miles. I was always gonna cover Olivia Miles in college. I had 2 people, sometimes 0, and guess what? It didn't matter. Because guess what she's doing? She's killing in this game right now.
It was worth
that's what I loved about this weekend, though, right? Because you got to see dominant basketball. You got to see
you did.
Players. You can't get no bigger. Let's just get over the quick wins right now. Angel Reese, big individual wins this weekend. Perfect shooting one night. Career high the next night. Atlanta Dream clinches the playoffs this weekend. And beyond. So we're gonna move on away from Atlanta Dream. We got Caitlin Clark and the Fever. She put up just another stellar game, 37. She put up 37 points, and then she bounced back with a victory from the loss against New York. Then we get to Paige Beckers. Paige Beckers needed the win. She put up her 32 points in an effort to win and put themselves in a better position. I like that. And then Asia Wilson did Asia Wilson things to get it done. And now I'm going really, really fast because I got to get the heck up out of here. You got anything before we go, ADP?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be nice, chat, and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to be real nice, but I'm gonna tell you this, Toni. All jokes aside, listen. What I'm noticing with the Fever, this is like a repeat. They wearing Kelsey Mister down again.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely see. I mean, we got to know that's her motor, and that's how
I know that's her motor. But just like I think with AB, I said that when she left from Rival that she needed to get some rest, and I believe that when
she showed it, big girl. Yeah, I had it up here earlier. Shit, I didn't.
Yeah,
y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. Y'all go to my girl. Baby, let me go and click on here and hit the like button because I do go and hit the like button on my people's page, just so I make sure I pay my respect to them. But other than that, y'all, I'm glad you came in and did your big one, and I support you. I hit the like button already for them. I already hit the like button. How long they been on, big girl?
I don't think they've been on long. Cause
they've been on long. Yeah, I want to get off here because I usually go from 5 to 7, and then they usually come on at 7:30, but they're on a little bit early. I think they want to come on.
Sometimes it depends because sometimes they do 8, Tony. It depends. Sometimes
but they're trying to get it in for the game. They're trying to get it in before the game because we got the Dream at 9 o'clock. So with that being said, guys, y'all, I appreciate you for coming in. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button on your way out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all of those things in a row, and I promise you, we're going to continue on this road to great commentary. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Get them over here, like K-Sab said, his favorite word, tell a friend and tell a friend. Come on over. Come watch the show. Get your likes in. Get your sheer enjoyment of the game. I need more Dream fans. So you Dream fans that's in here, pull your people over here. We need more Dream fans coming to this chat. With that being said, this is CourtVision with SoPrettyToni, and I am out. I will catch you all on the next rebound.
Peace.